Good morning, students. Welcome to the Checkpoint Online Sessions. I'm Mr. Charles, and this is the first lesson of week 7. Please go to your workbook, page 61, the Aga Khan Development Network, or AKDN. Let's read together. The AKDN's program was founded in 1967 with a mission to promote creative solutions to problems that impede social development. It reaches out to vulnerable populations on 4 continents, irrespective of their race, religion, political persuasion, or gender. It invests in and supports communities in different countries in the following ways: community mobilization, infrastructure development, lending finance for small enterprise, agricultural programs that encompass land reclamation, irrigation systems and forestry management, community healthcare and medical training, education from kindergarten to postgraduate levels, music initiatives, the introduction of clean water supplies and sanitation facilities to remote places, restoration of historic monuments and residential building. The non-profit making organization relies on volunteers to carry out its work. Question A, it says look up any vocabulary you are not familiar with in the passage above, first noting prefixes and using them to try to work out their meaning. Not knowing the vocabulary is on you. Whatever vocabulary you don't know, look it up. But for the prefixes that exist, or the words with prefixes, you have the word irrespective, which is IR as a prefix, and respective. Irrespective of their race, it means regardless of their race. So this is of no importance. Race is of no importance. Community is the word unity and then common, and the M is doubled. So community is a collection, collective. Infrastructure, the prefix is infra, and it means base. Encompass, it means to surround. And reclamation, it means to renew, or the renewal as a noun. Postgraduate are the noun called on the students who graduate, or after graduation, they're called postgraduates or postgraduate students. Restoration is the re-establishment, is storing or to store again, to establish again. For question B, they want to write us or write the text of a television appeal broadcast to recruit volunteers to work for the Aga Khan Development Network in our country. Select information from the passage above and present it in a way that evokes sympathy for the cause. So basically, you have to try to make an appeal as a text, regardless of its form. A paragraph or essay, stick to a paragraph. And it has to appeal to the sympathy of the viewers, talk to them directly in order to join or recruit them in the Aga Khan network. This is partially opinionated. How you try to persuade your viewers in order to be in this organization is up to you. But the language of appeal, the language of persuasion, is not so much up to debate, as long as you try to persuade them in the way you want. This is one example. The Aga Khan Development Network needs you. This is playing on the emotional sense, the ethos of Aristotle. The AKDN is a worthy cause which you can work for in your area. The word worthy here also appeals on the or plays on your emotions, that it is a winning cause. It is something worth investing your time in. It didn't say just cause, it says a worthy cause. Everyone is welcome to become part of this project, which does so much good for the needy. Playing on your emotions is with the everyone is welcome. This is playing on your logic, logos, actually. That logically, everyone, or statistically, everyone is admitted. Nobody is rejected. So everyone is welcome playing on the logic. It does so much good for the needy. The needy is to play on your sympathy, that for you to imagine a person in need and feel sorry, feel bad, feel sympathetic to them, or empathetic. And then it does so much good also to play on your good side. So you imagine a person in need and its or his need being fulfilled. This makes you feel good. We offer many kinds of support. You can underline as well many kinds. They didn't say we offer kinds of support or we just offer support. It says we offer many kinds. Also to play on the broad sense of that they have many things done, not just one, including agriculture, medical, and educational aid, so that people can make their own lives better. To make something better is always a good play on emotions, that you imagine something becoming in a better state than it what previously was. And not just for now, but for a lasting or on a lasting basis. On a lasting basis, this is also playing on your logic. This is to tell you that this is gonna last. This is gonna be something sustained. This is not temporary. This is not temporarily done. This is to last. Volunteers are needed so that as much aid as possible can be given to those who rely on us. Those who rely on us, this is playing on your sense of patriotism, the sense of you loving your country. You're loving the citizens that live in this country, as if you have a responsibility to rescue them, to aid them. Some people don't even have clean water to drink. This is the most basic thing, and the text is playing on that. That imagine, for example, what's the most basic thing in a house? Roof on top of their heads. Imagine a house, or imagine people who live in a house with no roof on top of their heads. This is to play on your empathy as well, putting yourself in their shoes. Imagine that. It asserts again. It didn't just mention the image, it tells you to imagine the image. This double asserting of the image is for you to really pause on that image. Imagine me telling you, imagine someone that has no money. Go on, imagine it. I didn't just mention it once. This mentioning it twice to assert it, to make you forcefully imagine it and imagine how bad it is. And think how rewarding it would be part of a team that is able to make a difference. Rewarding and people not having something. So people who don't even have and then reward. This is antithesis. This device is used as with um, needy and make life better. Someone who is in need and someone who is not in need. Someone who has a good life, make a great life. And then here again, people who don't have and then rewarding. You're rewarded, you're given something. You don't have, you don't even have anything to give. So this antithesis is deployed here in this text also to play on your emotions, also to make you think of the opposites. It would be to be part of a team. Then it is able to make a difference. Making a difference is always something great to play on emotions, because make it a difference always implies positivity, always implies something positive. When you make a difference in your classroom, when you make a difference in its cleanness, when you make a difference in your academic achievements, when you make a difference in let's say the life of a homeless person, make a difference is always for the good, always to increase the good effect. So the phrase itself, or as imperative a sentence, could be or is in fact play on emotions. Contact your local AKDN branch now to find out how you can join us in finding solutions to bring happiness to others. The word happiness or bringing happiness, whenever it is located, it brings joy. Joy is embedded in its name, right? Now go to the course book. Let's start with Unit 9, Crime and Law. In this unit, we will predict, continue, conclude, and compare narratives. We will identify a reader's positioning and the use of irony, and we will design a news story and a complaint letter. The first text, a pamphlet advising people how to prevent their possessions from being stolen. Please go to page 118 and let's read together. A thief needs a moment to make off with your valuables. Your coat hang up in a restaurant, your bag beside you or beside your chair, your mobile phone on the table while you pay the bill. All are vulnerable if you look away for a second. So try to be careful at all times. The same is true for your wallet or purse. Pickpockets often work in teams. While one distracts you, the other is picking your pocket. If someone bumps into you, check that you still have your money. Cafes, public transport, and shopping areas are the places where most thefts occur. Cash is favorite target for the thieves, so always try to avoid carrying large amounts of it. Always memorize your PIN or PIN number for your cash dispensing cards. Do not carry it with you and never disclose it to anyone. Leaving cash on view anywhere is an open invitation. Someone could reach through a car window to take it, or steal it from your desk, snatch it from your hand. Bicycles are stolen by the millions every year. They are a popular target for thieves because they can easily be sold. Sometimes thieves collect a whole van load of bicycles. They should be locked whenever they are left on the street, even if you are just popping into a shop very briefly. Mark the frame with your name or postcode. It will help the police return it to you if it is recovered. They have thousands of unclaimed, unidentifiable bicycles. The best kind of bicycle's lock is made of a loop of a solid metal. Chains deter casual thieves, but can easily be cut with the right equipment. Always lock your bicycle to something immovable, like a railing. 8 out of 10 burglaries occur when a house or flat is empty. So don't advertise your absence when you are on a holiday or out shopping. Fit time switches to turn your house lights on after dark. Don't leave valuable items such as DVDs or laptops visible through the window. Doors need the strongest possible locks, and windows can also be made more secure with a lock requiring a key. Difficult vocabulary. The vocab, it's part of speech, the synonym or the definition, and its noun. So the part of speech as a noun. Vulnerable is an adjective, and it means defenseless, weak, and or exposed, not weak. And the noun is vulnerability. Pickpockets is a noun, and it refers to the thieves that steal from pockets. And the noun would be with the ing, pickpocketing. To distract is to shift attention, and the noun is distraction. Dispensing is an adjective in this context, and it means providing. There are two possible cases for a noun of it, dispensary and dispensation. Disclose, the prefix dis with close, so the opposite of close, to reveal, and the noun is disclosure. To deter is a verb and it means to discourage or to repel, and the noun is deterrent. There is one feature of text analysis for this text, is that the repeated use of so, and we can comment on this, is that we use it to begin or it is used in this text to begin new sentences in order to make them shorter, more instructive, and memorable, and to show the casual connection between not taking the precautions and having your possessions stolen. So we are saying, uh, make your, let's say, make your pocket closed, or make your back pocket zipped, so you would not be, or you would not lose your possessions. This cause and effect, or the reason and the effect, encourages you to think of immediate result. So I am telling you that if you add A plus B to B equals C, as simple as that. I'm not making it too long. I'm not making the command too long. We're making it short in order for you to comprehend that if you do this, you get that result. As simple as that. And this use can be with the fanboys conjunction, that is so. So it is here used in the beginning of new sentences, not with compound sentences as it should be. At the beginning of new sentences, and this is to link them to what's before it and make them shorter, more instructive, more as of instructions, or as if instructions. The correct use, we should have used thus or therefore. These link complex sentences. And this would sound a little too formal for this genre of writing, for a pamphlet. A pamphlet should be short, simple, direct to point as much as possible. To use complex sentences or even compound would make it a little too formal, a little less casual for people to comprehend, for people to memorize. Because remember, we need these instructions memorized. We're given these instructions to people to memorize them. In order to make it easy to memorize, we have to make it short. So simple sentences. We're done for today. Thank you very much for listening. Stay safe and keep up the good work.